Hey guys, we're going to be going to the Gilgamesh Chronicle battle for the global server and doing a clear. Before I do though, real quick, I'm going to mention that during my news video, I talked about how, from the JP server, Lena would put up a really negative field for your party when she did her LB and how, crazy this was. During the maintenance, Global has decided to change that and fix it to where instead of lowering your party's damage, Lena's LB will now lower the party's or lower the boss's fire resist, which means it's a good thing. Instead of Lena nerfing your party, she's now an actual usable unit. So Global did go through and adjust Lena. They didn't announce it in the news, but it was done during maintenance. The data mine, we can see what happens. So yes, Lena has been fixed for Global. Overall, she still is not the best unit, but at the very least, she's not a handicap anymore like she was on the JP server. Anyway, we're going to do this clear. No KOs, 5 turns or less, party of 4 or less. We're going to be going with this team. It's Final Fantasy V only. We're going to be using Faris. I'll go back later and do a clear with Galoof as the primary DPS, but because my Galoof is not yet EX1, I got to do the raid and get some more fragments, etc. because I don't want to shard all my duplicates. I like making more STMRs before sharding the duplicates, therefore I need the shards from the raid to do Galoof. So we're gonna do a Faris clear. If you've got Faris and some decent gear overall, this is not super hard to do in 4 turns, but let's go ahead and get a clear in. So we're going to use Faris in the shift form to Pirates Ahoy, Soldier's Roar, and Full Breakdown. We're going to have Gilgamesh break the boss, imperil the boss, and then do some LB fill. Bart's in the shift form is going to Raging Winds for wind resist, Blessed Wind Crystal for the amplify, and Courage to face adversity. And Galoof can just literally guard. He's literally just here to provoke and trust. Okay. So now we're going to use Faris in the base form. We're going to shift her, and we're going to use her LB, and we're going to cap that with Gilgamesh and Bart's chaining Absolute Mirror of Equity. We're going to do Brave Blade, and Gilgamesh is going to do... Actually, I think Brave Blade is actually worse because we didn't power it up. So we're going to just Soaring Blade 3 times. And Gilgamesh is going to Absolute Mirror 3 times. And we're going to use Faris. I'm going to go ahead and send Faris, wait for Soldier to pop up, send the Chainers, and there we go. That hits the threshold hit point lock. We'll use Galoof to go ahead and entrust over to Faris. We can do it again in a moment. Alright, so Gilgamesh on the threshold is going to do his Gilgamesh transform, all his, RP. He's going to buff up, and he's going to jump. So you can't hurt him the turn after that. So we're going to use Bart's just to use his shifted LB. We're going to use Faris to Hymn of the Faith. Let's see, Galoof can just guard, Gilgamesh can just guard. And he's going to land on your Provoker. Overall, the damage is not super high. We didn't even do mitigation buffs. It's kind of whatever. But there you go. And now we're going to finish the fight. So we're going to LB again with Faris, and we're going to triple Absolute Mirror with Gilgamesh and Bart's. So it's triple Absolute Mirror of Equity, and that's pretty much it. So we do this. As soon as Soldier pops up, we send the Chainers. And there is our clear. So there it is, Faris. Yeah, Faris carries this relatively easily if you've got a nice Faris. If you don't, again, I'll be doing it with Galoof. Probably tomorrow. I have to get his shards out of the raid, which is going to take, some time. I don't want to refresh the raid or anything, so it'll take a few orbs. Yeah, as you can see, Faris absolutely carried that. She pushed the threshold lock, she did it again, and there we go. I'll show you the gear and all we used, and then we're going to do some free pulls real quick. So there's all missions. Get a nice mystery crystal, some lapis, etc. Okay. And now we're going to do free stuff. Well, not really free. I have tickets and all. So, let's use... I've got Clash of Wills tickets, plus we have some login tickets, etc. No free pulls, so I didn't mean to click that. Those were all used up. So we've got standard summons. Let's see, I think I've just got EX tickets. Yeah, so a lot of tickets, a lot of tickets. This is from clearing the raid a few times. Also, I did get rank 1 in Clash of Wills last month. You know, I shared rank 1, I should say, with a lot of players. But yeah, that gave some tickets today. We got the login rewards. So we're hoping to see a Tyvis. Tyvis would be great. Sweet Nicole was not what we're looking for. What other rainbows do I want to see? Braska would be nice. I still could use more copies of Braska's TMR. I got 1 copy from the Una banner when I did the first part of the step up, but I've not gotten another Braska since. And more of his TMR is great. I'd like 3 Braska TMRs all said and done. So 2 more would be good. And of course, I could UOC it. People always say in the video, you could just UOC it. You're right, I could. But I don't really need it right now. If I needed it, like needed Braska TMR, I'd UOC it, not a problem. I'd do it, I'd have it right away. But I don't need it, I just want it. So there's a big difference between needing something and wanting something. I would like to have it for the convenience, but there are other ways to get chains other than Braska's TMR. Alright, so we have 8 rainbows coming in. Or potentially upgrades. Oh, we got an upgrade! Look at that. Let's go. Alright. So, what are we getting? Deletas. Ugh. Crest Snake. Ooh, unfortunate. Already EX3. So that doesn't really do anything for me. Oh well. What else do we get? Bruce, Una, Titus. This is the older, the original. Hey, that's the original Titus. I think that's my 4th copy. He's not in the refined pool anymore. You can only get him from these EX tickets like this, and he's not in the EX. He's not in the pool anymore. So I've been at 3 copies of Titus for like 3 years. That's his STMR. Not that it's really anything special. It's just like some Esper stats and fill rate, but still, it's cool to get him. And then double delete of both of them was kind of amusing. But anyway, yeah, you know, whatever. It's EX pulls. And that's it. Yeah, I have some tickets. We're not using them for the Final Fantasy V banner, even though they did fix Lena, which, you know, huge thumbs up for fixing her. They didn't buff her. They fixed her, but they didn't buff her. She is still an overall sad face unit. So, not pulling. Saving that for next week. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'll be doing another clear on the Chronicle battle with Galoof as the primary DPS in a day or so when I get his EX1. See you then.